There's 7 books here that I want to show you and 2 books I have on my iPad. And these books are arguably some of the most important things I've read and that have been recommended to me by literally like actually multi-millionaires. In literally all these pages that you see here, only like literally one sentence can change your entire life, your entire business, your entire relationship. Literally, it's so powerful. And it makes me mad that a lot of people don't realize how important books can be for your life and your business. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very quickly 8 books that have totally changed my life. I've changed the life of my clients because I've recommended those to them, and give you ideally books that you can read or can get today that I promise you are going to change your business, your coaching business forever. You have to understand that there's nothing about knowledge that makes it unique. Again, you can Google anything, you can ask ChatGPT anything you want. There's people doing content on everything. We are flooded by information. We are flooded by influencers giving you tips. We're flooded by people giving value marketing. We're flooded by all these things. But what there is a lack of, it's lack of people who implement, lack of people who don't really know what to do with this information. There's a reason why one of the books that I'm going to show you today has literally everything you need to have a successful business, but we still don't see a lot of successful businesses. In fact, we see businesses that go out of business every single year. And it's probably because they don't know how to act on this knowledge that I'm going to show you today. So ideally, the first book that you have to read and you have to give the people that work in your business, or if you're solo and you're managing a lot of customers, this is for you. I'm kind of sad that I'm actually giving this away because it's one of the books that I gatekeep. I give my clients. It's a book that I recommend everyone read. This one's called The Customer Success Manifesto. Highly recommend. It's a quick read and it's a book that you can start implementing literally today. Like even if you start reading it, it's going to allow you to implement things with your clients. If you know me and you know my business, you know that I'm a huge proponent of client success. Because again, everyone right now in the coaching space or in entrepreneurship there's 2 sides. One is the side that's always pushing you to get more leads, get more clients, try these hacks, do this fake scholarship, do this fake sale, do this thing because I want to show you can get more clients. And there's 98% of people like that only want a quick cash grab. The other side of people are the people who believe then all I need is more clients, all I need is cash flow, all I need is get more clients today. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. And then next month, I start from 0. I don't care. I just need more clients. That dogma of thinking is getting a lot of people in trouble, getting a lot of coaches in trouble because they forget the most important thing, which is your customers. And this book is incredibly good because it teaches you how to map out client success. And I actually have an entire video that some of it is actually inspired by this, but I created my own client success map that I force my clients to watch, because it allows you to have a incredibly bulletproof offer for fulfillment so that you have more testimonials, more referrals, less churn. You don't have bad PR on people on Reddit talking shit about you because you don't say what you promised. But it's something that literally guarantees client success. And that's what I call it, guaranteed client results. So if you want, I'll drop it right now in this tab. Just watch that video afterwards, because that's going to allow you to know exactly how to map out a very good coaching offer so that you actually give people results and people love you, stay with you for longer. You have more LTV. Everything's much better. Not everything is about client acquisition. A lot of the times it's about client retention. This book is great. Get it, but also watch that video. Second book, it's not this one. I don't have it with me. I left it, but it's the blue book. It's the Leads book. That book was recommended to me by Chandler Tillister. I actually met with him in his house in Miami when I had no offer. I literally met with him. I flew internationally from Colombia to go meet with him because I needed guidance. I needed help. And it's not this book, but I don't have it with me. It's the blue book. So I'm being honest, I haven't read this book yet, but I will. This book is good. I've heard good things, but it's the Leads book because it teaches you just bare bones of what you have to do to get more leads. And I know I just said it's not all about leads, but you do need leads to grow your business. That's why that one's important, but the client success one is more important because once you have leads and once you have clients, you want to keep them for longer. Because if you keep clients for longer, you don't have to be always chasing for more clients. You keep a good community, you keep people who trust you already. So that blue book of this one is going to get you just the bare bones of how to get more leads, and it's everyone knows it. It's a good book. I highly recommend it. Now, a little bit different than business is this one. This one's called How to Talk to Anyone, and it's a fun book. And the reason why this is so important is because you as a coach or you as an entrepreneur, you're going to be speaking with not just clients but prospects or by people you network with. And there's a huge growth of networking groups or like networking groups of entrepreneurs or coaches and business owners, etc. And a very simple book like this, especially for us people who stay way too much time in front of our computers and we don't touch grass, a book like this is really good because it helps you be more personable. It helps you be better on camera as well, just because it helps you become somebody that's charismatic, somebody that knows how to speak with people, somebody who knows how to ask questions, somebody who knows, how to navigate conversations, how to be interesting. And this, some people say this book is actually the better version of this book. Obviously, as you can see, I have a lot of books, but some people say that this book is the modern, more, newer version of this book, which is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So people say this one is better, it's just modern, it's a little bit thicker, and it has some nice stories. Like it's actually fun to read. So highly recommend, especially if you're somebody that does a lot of content. This book is going to make you become unforgettable. That's what it is. Highly recommend. Great book. Fourth book, not business-wise, but this book literally had me crying on like page 8. This is Conversations with God. And this is book 1. I think there's 3 levels to this. I've read 2, book 1 and book 2. Book 1 is all you need. I don't care what your beliefs are. This is something that I urge everyone to read because it's all the hard questions we have about life, injustice, tribulations, hard times, things that we ask ourselves when we're alone. And especially us as entrepreneurs and coaches and business owners, we spend a lot of time alone and we often have a lot of internal fights. This book, amazing. I love this book. You can't have this book if you don't have this next book. This next book is a book that has all the answers, and it's a book that I'm still trying to understand because it's very, very hard to understand. And this is the Bible. Not much to say about this. My friend and mentor, Paul Davey, if you don't know who he is, you should look him up on YouTube. He has great content on being a Christian business owner. And I'll leave that side to him because he knows more about that. And he knows more on how to speak to Christian entrepreneurs and people who are on their path of either getting closer to God or just having a better relationship with him. This specific version of the Bible is called the Everyman's Bible. It looks like this. And this is specifically, I don't think it's focusing, but this specifically speaks about, different tribulations men have, and it answers a lot of questions about things that men usually suffer with. So things like gambling, lust, other things that I can't say the words with because I might get, whatever. And then like adultery or stuff like that. Like this book, genuinely, I think it's a book that will change your life. Highly recommend you get it. I think this is like $30 only on Amazon. The other book that I really want to recommend is a book that you must read, especially nowadays, since your competition isn't just your competitors, but you're also fighting with a lot of people who are trying to use AI. And because it's the shiny object, your prospects might choose them just because they have AI and they have whatever that means. But not more so than those people, substitutes, you're also fighting against AI itself and YouTube as well. Free content, free value, and the speed of information that's out there. Anyone can go on ChatGPT, and if you're a fitness coach, anyone can go on ChatGPT and ask questions about health, fitness. Literally, you can have a routine built in like a minute. I just had my blog worked on, and I put it into ChatGPT 5, and we went deep into it. We made like supplement lists. We made like everything. Even though my blood work is like literally perfect, like in 5 minutes, it's just incredible. So you're not only fighting with your competitors, you're fighting with ChatGPT. So your offer has to be better. Your offer has to be unique. Your offer has to be different. And this book allows you to have the mindset around how to create that for your own business and your offer. This is Blue Ocean Strategy. Highly recommend it. It's a deeper read, but it allows you to start thinking differently. I actually have the first video that I recommended about making sure that you have a good offer that guarantees clients results, which is what I force all my clients to watch. It also takes a lot of inspiration from this. So I took a lot of inspiration from mentors, tens of thousands of dollars that I invested into creating my own offer as well. But this is also a big inspiration on that, because in this industry, in marketing, there is pendulum swings, right? And then there's market sophistication, and then there's trust in the market as well. And we're in a very unique time right now where trust is very low. Skepticism obviously is very high, and people have really high standards on what they're trying to get. Because again, there's a lot of coaches, there's a lot of solutions, there's a lot of ways of solving problems people have, ways that are very cheap. So why would people pay you tens of thousands of dollars, or not even pay you $1,000, $2,000 for a workout routine? Why should they? Why should people pay you, $500 a month for relationship advice when they can just get it on podcasts, books, YouTube, ChatGPT? So how can you become different, better, new, so that people see you not as a substitute of like, I can go this way because it's cheaper, but they see you as the only way to solve the problem. This book helps you tremendously. So read that. If you're lazy, go watch the video that I linked before, because it takes inspiration from all of that. And now we have my iPad. There's only 2 books here. This one's called Outwitting the Devil. Now, this book I was very skeptical on getting because I don't like the name. When I first saw this book, it was years ago. I was very afraid, very skeptical about reading this book just because I read the reviews and it was like, it's Conversations with the Devil. I'm like, damn, I don't want to read that. That's kind of scary. And man, I'm so grateful I read it. It's not what you think. It is a tough name. It's not for everyone. The dialogue that's in the book, it's not for everyone. But it's a book that makes you think on the spiritual fight that there is nowadays, that there is everywhere in the world. Everywhere you see, anywhere you read, the news, whatever, there's always bad news. There's always warfare. There's always bad things. And this book kind of dives into that a little bit, but it dives specifically into how to act, how to think, what to do in order for you to become better, in order for you to not be a drifter. That's what the devil calls it. If you're a drifter, you're just somebody that doesn't fight for your own good. So this book tells you exactly how you need to act, what you need to do in order to become better person. It's such a deep book, man. It's great book. Highly recommend. People love. You can actually watch, you can actually hear the audiobook on YouTube. If you just search this on YouTube, they have the audiobook and it's like the dialogue. Highly recommend. Please get this book. And now the last book that I recommend, I had a client that came in and they needed sales closers. They needed people to be better at closing, obviously. And this book, I recommended to the closer that I helped place in their company. She crushed it. She really crushed it. And I recommended this book to her. This book is called Gap Selling. It very nicely explains how you need to set up sales calls in your coaching offer. Not even just sales calls, but I've taken philosophies of this book and I've applied it as well into DMing. And I actually helped clients close PIFs in the DMs as high as $8,000 in the DMs through the same concepts that are laid out in this book. By the way, this is that training that I have, that I took these some philosophies of this book as well, and I applied my own to help clients close deals in the DMs. If you want this entire document, by the way, it's free. It's 14 pages and it's thick. It has everything from how to answer, how to speak, how to talk like if you're a seller, how to talk like your founder, etc. How to answer questions, like tough questions like pricing, etc. Just DM me the word clients on Instagram. I'll send this in for free to you. But yeah, the Gap Selling book is great. And it shares the same philosophy I have on selling over Zoom, and it's non-pressure. It's just having conversations with people and being genuine about just trying to help people. This book, it does a really good job at explaining current situation, future situation, and the gap that's in between, or what's holding people back from going from where they are right now to where they want to be, and bridging the gap between current situation, future situation, and what you need to do as the coach, as the founder, of the closer, on how to bridge the gap by asking good questions, by being inquisitive, by being somebody that cares. So there is also, thanks to this book, I've developed my own philosophy that I teach my clients. That's called the 4 C's. And the 4 C's of selling being clarity, care, curiosity, and conviction. So also I took a lot of the implementation from this book and I created the own sales framework, some of which I speak about in that packet that I told you. So if you want that, just DM me the word clients, I'll send it to you. So those are the most powerful books that I feel like if you read those books, you're going to be in such a better position, especially as a founder, as a coach. So just a quick reminder, it's Outwitting the Devil, Gap Selling. You got Blue Ocean Strategy. Read this book, please. Bible. If you're a guy, every man's Bible. If you're a girl, there's also women's Bibles, just like that. We have Conversations with God. Amazing book. Get this book too. We have How to Talk to Anyone, especially you have to be somebody interesting, man. So this gives you stuff about body language, how to be unforgettable, how to make an entrance, all those things. Not this one, but the blue book, the leads book. I know this is probably really good. I gotta read it actually. And then the most important one, Customer Success Manifesto, which, by the way, if you just tap the video that's on the screen right now, I'm gonna give you the entire framework that I have my customers go to. I force them to go through. And if you go watch that video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get the private Loom video I give my clients as well. If hopefully you like this video, hopefully you buy this book and you implement the knowledge like I told you so. For now, I'll see you in the next one.